We've got Queen Jack of red in the cutoff, and it folds to the guy who will be the target here for these three hands. At this point, he's clearly a fishier looking opponent. He's got a little under 65 BBs to start the hand. In future hands, he has a bigger stack as he won a few pots. But at this point, he has 65 BBs. He's playing 39-13. You probably wouldn't immediately think that this opponent was extremely aggressive just by looking at these stats, but I actually had learned pretty quickly into this history that he was a very aggressive opponent in certain spots. So, and that's really all I know about him, though, at this point. So he limps in, and I think this is a very standard isolation raise here. And it folds around to another target at the table, a guy in the big blind, Mr. Big Bluff, who calls. He's playing 47-26, and our target calls as well. So we go to the flop three-handed in position, and we flop an open-end straight draw with a backdoor queen-high flush draw. Well, here's what happens, is our first opponent checks, and then our target donks into us up for about half pot. So this is our first real decision here in this hand. Ask yourself, do you think this is a call? Do you think this is a raise? Do you think this is a fold? And, so go ahead and ask yourself that now, and ask yourself what is the reasoning behind why you would do that? And so here's what I decide to do, is I decide to call here because debating between calling or raising, if we raise here, first of all, it's going to commit us against that opponent, because look at his stack size. So if you were to raise here to, say, $10, if he shoves for his $26 or $27, with the equity you have and the amount you have invested, you certainly would have to call. Well, that's not really great news for us, because we're guaranteed to basically be getting our money in with about 30% equity or something like that. We'd prefer to do better than that right now in this pot. So I don't like raising because of that. It'll tend to push out Mr. Big Bluff. We don't want to push him out of the hand. When our draw is to the nuts, we'd prefer as many callers as possible here. If we could have 8 callers, that would be okay with me. So I don't want to push out Mr. Big Bluff in this spot. So I think it becomes pretty clear that this is a call. So I do call, hoping that Mr. Big Bluff will call as well, and he does. So we're 3 to the turn, and I don't get there, but I do improve with picking up 9 extra outs to what I think we can safely say will most likely be the best hand against either of these opponents. Just about 15 outs to the best hand, I think it's safe to say. The pot's 1750, which is about the same stack as Mr. Big Bluff, who now shoves. Well, if Questor was to fold, ask yourself, what you would do here. Ask yourself what you would do right now if Questor was to call. Is there any difference in the two? What actually happens is that Questor calls. And so I think, and now keep in mind that Questor has about $8 left behind still. Now, what I tend to think here is that this has just become a simple math problem now. Are we getting... we know what our equity is. We know that we don't have the best hand right now. We know that chances are about 14 or 15 of our outs will make us the best possible hand.